So, Dark Phoenix, I've seen it. It's not nearly as bad as Apocalypse, but this whole series goes out on a whimper. What's up, guys? Welcome to Movie Important's movie review of Dark Phoenix, the official last movie in the Fox X-Men franchise. It's directed by Simon Kinberg, and it stars James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, Nicholas Hoult, Ty Sheridan, Sophie Turner, Alexandra Shipp, Evan Peters, Kodi Smit-Mcphee, and Jessica Chastain. So, as you're very much aware, I love the X-Men franchise. I love 3 of the films at least. This is a franchise that's kind of gone downhill ever since Days of Future Past. We all know what happened in Apocalypse. It was pretty bad. Not much was going for it. There was too much crammed into one storyline, and it just didn't work for me. So it was kind of nice to see that Simon Kinberg, even though the early reviews of this movie have been pretty bad, was trying to kind of condense everything, kind of bare bones approach it and try and make it more simple, and that was to focus on the Dark Phoenix saga, which he had done once before in Last Stand, and of course we know that was entirely complex. It was not needed, and it was such a mess. And I'm not gonna say this is like the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's not good. It's very stilted dialogue. There's just nothing about this movie that just piques my interest. Yes, it feels a little bit like the original X-Men, but if you took that scene where Storm electrocutes Toad and you took the dialogue from that movie, that's this movie. That is this movie in a nutshell. That dialogue is running rampant through this movie. Every single actor in this movie has some of the worst dialogue I've seen in a long time. It just becomes so bad that it becomes laughable. I think I laughed I think I chuckled and then nodded my head like in disgust like 15 different times because character motivations doesn't make any sense. The things that characters are doing in this movie doesn't make any sense. Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy are at their worst in this movie. Jennifer Lawrence just doesn't care anymore. Evan Peters, who's a standout in the Days of Future Past and Apocalypse, is given nothing to do here, and it just doesn't feel right. Nothing about this movie feels right. Even Alexandra Shipp, who plays Storm, her stuff that she's doing is cool, but Halle Berry did it better. Everybody did it better. And the other main problem with this movie, this feels like a TV pilot. If you see the way Simon Kinberg shot this movie, it totally feels like something like a Legend status. That TV series is the X-Men universe. It doesn't feel like an X-Men movie. It doesn't have that interesting feel to it. The things you saw in the original X-Men and X2 and Days of Future Past and X-Men First Class, it just doesn't feel like it. Feels like there's something off and missing about this movie, and that's what makes it so sad and predictable and just kind of disgusting in a way. And it's not, like I said, there are moments in this movie where you go, well, that's kind of cool. There's some cool visual effects. But like I said, even Nicholas Hoult can't save this movie. You could tell this movie was edited several thousand times. You can tell the ending was replaced. You can tell Sophie Turner's doing her best, but she just can't live up to the potential of what Dark Phoenix is. And Dark Phoenix should be this mega opus 3-movie arc. Instead, it's condensed to like an hour and 55 minutes. And I just feel so bad for these actors because you know that they're almost just there for a paycheck, but they're at least trying somewhat. Jessica Chastain comes in here as like one of the villains of the movie, and she's just bland and superficial, and her dialogue is just as bad. And I don't know what happened. I don't know. This feels like a lot of people are saying it's a contractual obligation that it's a movie that they wanted to finish before Disney bought Fox. But it just this is what you end your franchise on, and I almost wish they would have ended it on Apocalypse or even Days of Future Past. There was a tweet I read like a couple days ago. I think it was from like Jeremy Conrad or something like that. It said should have put Days of Future Past at the end because it would have made a lot more sense than what we got here. And I don't know. It's just not a good movie. Even Hans Zimmer's score is pretty awful. But like I said, there's some value to it. It's a lot better than Apocalypse. Everybody at least gives something. Sophie Turner is probably the better thing in this movie, but some of the action sequences are awful. They're not well staged. They're not well placed. They're not well done. So yeah, it's sadly not a good movie. I at least gave it a shot. That's what the best I could do for you guys. So, but anyways, that's my take on Dark Phoenix. You'll probably get more enjoyment out of it than I did because, like I said, if you liked Apocalypse and you liked Last Stand, you probably enjoy this movie. Just go in for the knowing of the dialogue is just really bad. and some of the action sequences are really bad. So, but anyways, that'll do it for my take on Dark Phoenix. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button at the top if you like what you see for future videos, and comment below on what you think of the X-Men franchise. I mean, because Disney's now officially taking it over, we're losing pretty much everybody that we've come to grow and love in this series, and it's going to be interesting to see what, you know, Disney's take on X-Men with Kevin Feige and so on and so forth. But yeah, as of right now, it's hit a low note. It's like the Batman Return or Batman and Robin situation where maybe we'll get something good later on. But anyways, that'll do it for this review, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace out. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for checking out Movie Emporium. I really appreciate it. If you want to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button and the bell at the top. Find out what's coming next for Movie Emporium. Also, check out these 2 videos. They're amazing. I think they're awesome. I think you'll enjoy them too. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.